Hi, John. Hey, it's September 11th at about 5 o'clock. Sorry I didn't email you sooner, but I'm sorry. Time just got away from me. Listen, what have I been doing this week of any interest? Well, I went to church. That was a lot of fun to see everybody. I had been, of course, always following the news. It's been interesting to see what would go on about the Syria thing. Still don't know what's going to happen with Syria. President says he wants to go, but then he's going to trust that Russia will come through and make Syria turn over their chemical weapons. I doubt that'll happen. And all I know is that the American people overwhelmingly don't want to attack Syria right now because they don't trust this president. They feel like even though he says there'll be no boots on the ground, that eventually there will be. And the American people, and I'm one of them, they're very skeptical about the ability of this president to run a successful campaign like a war. Even with George Bush, we screwed up in Iraq. I don't necessarily say we've had this argument before, but I don't necessarily think we necessarily screwed up going in, but the way we fought the war, we screwed up. We should have been in and out, and we've taken too much time, and it always happens with the war. So that's the biggest thing that I have a hard time with this president. I don't think he understands how to wage war. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, by the way, got my big gulp, my 7-Eleven big gulp. Which way do I turn it so you can see the name? I guess over this way. See, big gulp. It's got a big fish on it. See that fish? He's gobbling up the little fish, and of course it's. Oh, good. Well, you know that in the news today, Colorado, that had been overtaken by the liberals, has now done a recall election and recalled the two senators or congressmen or representatives in their state that moved to put into place this new gun control legislation. They're out of here. They're out of there. So, sending a big message to Washington, D.C. that pretty much gun control, no matter how you feel about it, is just not popular with the American people. And in my opinion, that's a good thing. So, um, but see what else is going on. Oh, well, let's see. As far as haven't been reading too much. I've been slacking off. I've read the scriptures a little bit, but I've got to start reading more. Hope you enjoyed the book I gave you. If I know you, you're probably really going at it. I've seen some movies of late. I saw a movie the other day called Identity Thief, which is okay, kind of a comedy, but I can take it or leave it. Then there was one I saw just yesterday called Admissions with one of the girls from Saturday Night Live and another guy, Paul Rudd, I guess is his name, and I can't remember her name. She's not that important to me, but it was okay. Kind of a romantic comedy about a person who gave a kid up for adoption. Kind of stupid, but it was okay. I did see one just today that I watched, kind of a scary one, called The Possession, that was actually done really well. A little bit, well, kind of gross in some spots, but mainly scary. Not necessarily really gross, but just scary, creepy, scary. So I enjoyed that. The only thing I had a hard time with the movie, there's this like 12-year-old girl who gets possessed. Now, boy, that little gal is an actress. It's just, boy, it was kind of a little unsettling how she was possessed. It was very creepy. Well, I guess if you look back at it, the original Exorcist was young too. Then I saw another show a little while ago called Parker. It was a movie with Jason Statham. I guess that's his name. The guy um, from the Transporter. He wasn't really a hero in this one. He was more of a, excuse me as I itch, he was more of a thief that was getting out to get revenge. But still, I mean, it had a lot of good action in it, a lot of blood, but still very, very good as far as kept you on the edge of your seat. Let's see, anything else? So I'm just going through the list of movies I watched. I got them right here on my computer. I watched a movie called Runaway Slave that was really quite interesting. It was made by this ex-preacher. Well, not an ex-preacher. He's still a preacher, but he's a conservative, a black preacher, and he got his congregation taken away because he was a conservative Republican and he wasn't liberal. And they didn't like that, so they took his congregation away, the guys above him, and so now he doesn't have a church. And he talks about what it's like to be black in the U.S. today, and how many blacks are trapped in this mentality that they're victims, and there's a lot of race baiters out there that play on the victim mentality and make a lot of money off of the racial conflicts in our society, and it's a shame. It was actually a really good documentary. It's called Runaway Slave. If you get a chance to see it, it's worth seeing. Then I saw this other movie called Sci-Fi Boys. It was a show about all the young filmmakers that are now the sci-fi filmmakers of today, and how they got to be where they are as far as the Sci-Fi Boys. It was a documentary, and it showed old films from movie makers like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, John Landis, and talked about how they got started. It was actually really quite interesting, and the movies they liked, it was actually really quite entertaining. So, let's see, as far as that goes, not really too much going on here. I kind of stay out of the public eye around here. I kind of keep to myself these days because there's not much going on. Still not driving my van. I'm selling it. I'm putting it on KSL.com this month and selling it and getting rid of it. I'm not using it anymore, so it's toast. As far as my health goes, Monday I was not feeling too well. Went to church on Sunday, and then Monday I was just sleepy and I slept all day. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but I've got to get out of my chair. I've been sitting in my chair all day and it's getting uncomfortable, so I've got to get out of it. But that's about all that's going on with me. I hope everything's going on okay with you. Hope your health's okay, as okay as it can be. Not too much more going on. If you have any other questions or anything, just email me and I'll try and get back with you as soon as possible. See you later. Bye-bye.